everyone, this is your fitness coach Priyanka Singh, and in today's video I will be talking about PCOD. Yes, you heard it right. We'll be discussing about polycystic ovarian disorder, which nowadays a lot of female are getting impacted with. So before we get started, let us try to understand what is PCOD and what are the symptoms, how to manage if you are going through the PCOD issues. Now, PCOD is basically a metabolic and endocrine disorder which is impacting a lot of female who lie under a reproductive group. Now, what I mean by a reproductive group, any girl or any female who just started with their menstruation cycle, who are very young, and any female who is nearing around their menopausal phase, that is called as a reproductive group. So you can understand such a big group is getting impacted by PCOD. Now let us try to understand the function of our ovary, because PCOD is basically that only, right, which is impacting our ovary. So before we try to understand what are the symptoms, what are the causes, we also need to understand how does our ovary works. So basically every female has two ovaries, and the function of ovary is to release egg and also synthesizing hormones. And when some lady is going through PCOD condition, the hormone synthesis gets directly impacted. So that's the importance of ovary, that it releases eggs, it helps you to synthesize hormones, basically balancing the hormones. Now, what are the symptoms of PCOD, or what kind of symptoms can you expect if you are having PCOD issues? The first and most important thing, irregular periods. There will be female who will complain that past 2 months they are experiencing irregularity when it comes to the periods. Somebody is experiencing 3 months, 6 months, even up to a year. So this is one of the very common symptoms that you might be going through some kind of PCOD issue. The second one would be obesity. Female who are experiencing a lot of weight gain all of a sudden might be having a symptom related to PCOD. Third thing is infertility issues. Female who are trying to conceive but getting really tough time getting pregnant. It might be because the PCOD is impacting their fertility ratio as well. And the fourth thing will be they will start experiencing a lot of male pattern baldness. They will start experiencing acne, oily skin, or the skin is breaking out. So these are the very common symptoms any female who is going through PCOD condition will experience. Now let us talk about what are the causes of PCOD. The first condition would be changes in your lifestyle. So nowadays people are experiencing a lot of changes in their lifestyle. Let's say somebody who is doing a desk job, leading a very sedentary lifestyle, doesn't move around that much, the physical activity levels are dropping automatically, and it actually impacts and gives a chance to your body to get impacted with such kind of a condition. Second thing would be genetically. So let's say if this runs in your family line, chances are pretty high that you might gonna get exposed towards this kind of issue on a longer run. Thirdly, obesity. If your overall body fat percentage is slightly above as compared to your BMI, chances of getting this kind of issue is equally high. Lastly, the dietary modifications. So nowadays, the consumption of processed food item is very high, giving priority to a balanced, healthy meal. Home cooked meal is very less. We try to eat out frequently on a regular basis. So eating outside food is not a problem, but the frequency does impact. If you're eating too much of outside processed food on a regular basis and not doing a lot of physical activity, it will on a longer run can impact and can create these kinds of issues. So primarily these are the causes. So we already discussed about how does ovary functions, what are the symptoms of PCOD, what are the causes of PCOD. Now let us discuss about how to manage it. Okay, you might see a lot of videos or a lot of people claiming that, oh, follow this kind of diet, follow this kind of training, and you can reverse your PCOD. So just wanted to clarify that if someone is going through such kind of condition, you cannot cure that condition, but you can very well manage that condition by making some changes, which I will be discussing in today's video. So what needs to be done if you want to manage your PCOD condition pretty well? First thing is, start making dietary changes to your day-to-day routine. Start giving more priority to protein-rich diet. Start making healthy choices, eating good amount of fresh leafy vegetables, good amount of fruits on a regular basis, and having a balanced portion controlled meal is going to help you a lot. And cutting down the processed food item, cutting down the junk food item, or restricting the outside food, let's say twice a month or thrice a month if it was like 5-6 times earlier if you were consuming. So these kinds of changes are going to help you a lot. So it's not just about eating food, it is also about giving priority to the nutrition. Second thing would be, which is in line with the dietary modification, if you are slightly obese and having such kind of issue, try to focus on dropping your overall fat. So you have already made good dietary changes, as I have mentioned earlier. Now it's time for you to understand how does calorie deficit work. You need to go on calorie deficit, try to lose your body fat. It will definitely going to help you a lot when it comes to maintaining your PCOD condition. So the third thing would be exercising. A lot of female doesn't give priority to training, any kind of training, be it weight training, be it cardio, be it functional training, any kind of training. Start giving little more priority. Don't do training with just the mindset because I'm on a fat loss journey, I have added decent amount of training and it is going to help me while I'm trying to lose my fat. Try to include training as a part of your day-to-day routine. Whether you're on fat loss journey or you're trying to maintain, training helps a lot. It has a lot more benefit other than just helping you to increase your expenditure wherein you're burning some more extra calories. So make sure to exercise, or at least dedicate 2 to 3 days or 3 to 4 days, at least 30 to 40 minutes towards your training. It is going to help you immensely. Lastly, making changes to your lifestyle. So when I say making changes to your lifestyle, if you're somebody who doesn't sleep or who doesn't get quality of sleep, it is high time that you should start working on fixing your sleeping cycle. Let's say if you are somebody who sleeps around 2:30 in the night and then gets up by 6:30 in the morning and feels that I'm feeling absolutely fresh, it might be like your brain is trained to just get that much amount of sleep and function, but probably your body it is less for your body. So make sure at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep on a regular basis you're providing to your body. Secondly, if you're somebody who drinks a lot or who smokes a lot, it is high time that you need to start cutting it down. I'm not saying it to stop that completely and stop socializing or something like that, but no, when you know that your body is going through such kind of issues, we have to make it to a point that I am restricting it. And let's say probably once a month or twice a month I am going out with my friends or family members and I'm enjoying a little bit of alcohol, and smoking also. Try to reduce it, or and same goes for the smoking. I usually say don't do it but if you are still doing it, please try to reduce it. It is definitely going to help you if you really want to improve this kind of condition. So nowadays, when I get to speak to a lot of female clients, or let's say leads who want to enroll under me and wants to go ahead with their fitness journey, out of 10, 7 or 8 female will be having some or other PCOD or PCOS related symptoms. It is that common, right? And the first and foremost thing that I suggest to them, don't just dive into making sure that I want to drop body fat and it is going to fix my PCOD related issues. No, it's not like that. Try to understand what is the root cause behind a PCOD issue. What happens is, when you are diagnosed with this particular condition, you go to the doctor, and the first thing that your doctor will advise you is, I'm giving you the medication, you go ahead and start dropping your overall body fat percentage, and it is going to help you to maintain the condition, which is absolutely right. But as a person, I should also try to understand what was the root cause, why I developed this condition. In first scenario, why I developed this kind of condition, right? Understanding what is going inside your body, or what went wrong, why I came to a situation wherein I am going through this particular issue, is very important. Because what you are trying to do by losing your body fat, it is like a temporary fix, which will help you for that particular moment. It will help you to maintain your condition. But since you never try to understand what was the root cause behind PCOD condition, you're not going to maintain that condition for a longer run. Let's say the moment you go off track when it comes to your routine, and you bounce back when it comes to your weight, your PCOD condition is gonna bounce back again, and this time it will be even more harder for you to maintain or lose weight. And that will put you in a condition wherein you are constantly thinking about why I developed this condition, what can I do in order to reverse these conditions, and things like that. And when some female is going through such kind of issues, and let's say if this female is married and trying to conceive, then it creates and it puts a lot of pressure on that particular female, because she is not only hustling to drop her body fat level, but she's also trying to understand what could have led to this kind of situation wherein she's going through. I'll be very honest, guys, if you go to internet and see a lot of videos that follow this diet, do this training, it will help you to reverse your PCOD condition. Put this thing in your mind crystal clear, that if you have developed this condition, nothing can help you to completely reverse this condition. What you can do, by making a lot of changes to your lifestyle, to your day-to-day routine, you can very well maintain it. And that's why when I started the video, I started with a note: try to understand what could have caused, what is the root cause when it comes to your PCOD. So yeah, that's it for today's video. In case if you still have any queries related to PCOD or PCOS, please feel free to comment in the comment section. I would love to answer each and every question of yours. And I will be coming with a lot more videos in coming weeks. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching.